In this YouTube video, we're going to be using OpenAI and Python to generate a random image with a text. We'll be using the image generation API that OpenAI has provided for us. Let's move on to the next step. First, open a folder in Visual Studio Code. Then create a virtual environment by running python -m venv. Then activate it with source venv/bin/activate. Then we run pip install Flask to install Flask. Then once we are done installing Flask, we use the pip command to install python.env so we can manage our environment variables. Then finally we will install OpenAI with pip command. Then move to the next step. Log into OpenAPI so that we can create our API key. Then you move to the view my API key, then create a new API key. Once you've created it, you can just copy the API key, then move to your text editor so that we can paste it there. So in our text editor, we'll create a .env file, then we'll create a environment variable OpenAI_API_key, then paste our key there. Now that we have our API key, we're going to create a new file app.py, and we're going to import OpenAI, then import Flask, then we import our .env and call the load.env to initialize the environment variable. Then we initialize our Flask app, then we'll create a function to generate the image. Then we receive user input and collect the form submitted text and size. Then once we do that, we would use the OpenAI.image.create to generate the image with the text n=1 and the size, and we retrieve the response object, the URL from the response object. Then we come out of the post method and return the render template. Once we have done that, we'll run the application and we will set our Flask debug to true, and we run our app and everything is going to be working very fine. So next now we'll work with our HTML templates. So we're going to create our templates folder and we'll create a static folder. So inside of the static folder, we will create an index.css for our styles. Then in the template folder, we'll create index.html. So I'm going to paste in my HTML, and you can see we just have a form with the inputs and options with the text, and we have option and the value for each of the sizes. And the image to be displayed in the image URL. Then once we're done with that, I'm also going to paste in the CSS so I won't waste you guys time. So this is just some styles, and once that's it, then we're done. All you just have to do is run the server and check the website, and you can see that everything is working fine. Then you can type in a prompt and generate the image. You can see the loading symbol at the front and the image